the things that you gotta go through to get there is going to be great challenge too. So you got to understand that your greatest challenge is your greatest friend. For me to send it back and her to love it, wow, that's crazy. I was like, bro, we about to get nominated for a Grammy. We all understand that it's not necessarily talent that gets you seen. But now it's like, you need to be a content creator.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Nothing Fancy. Today we're with Dre Butterz. He is the man behind a lot of hits, producer, engineer, writer, singer, all the above, Grammy nominated. What's going on, brother?
Deal, man.
First of all, thank you for letting us set up in your studio and letting us have this conversation with you. Honestly,
No, thank you for having me.
before we talk about music and all that, I wanna talk about you.
Mhm.
So where were you born and raised? Tell us a little bit about how you got into the music in general, like music.
Okay. Born and raised in Detroit, east side of Detroit. Mack Avenue. Those that know. Rough neighborhood coming from in that time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Lakewood, east side of Detroit. I was blessed to have family that did music on both sides.
Yeah.
So my mom and her family sung and wrote music. My dad, I'm talking about my dad's side, everybody, my cousins, his sister, my aunt, did music, musical instruments in every home that I was in.
Yeah.
Pretty much when I'm at my family's house. It's accordions, flutes, old record players, drums, bongos, shakers, maracas. I'm talking about like all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So playing instruments, you started learning how to play instruments real early.
Yeah.
Real
Yeah.
early.
Drum set was in my grandmother's living room.
Mm-hmm.
They never complained about the noise,
Yeah.
pots and pans, everything. But I transitioned to the drum set from the pots and pans. Let me go there. They got me a drum set, never complained.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they were like evolved enough to say, hey, let's cultivate this gift, or let's, because it like a normal household would be like, I don't want to hear that noise.
Right.
Cut them drums out. And it was drums. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Drums is the heartbeat of a record. You know what I'm saying? Of the music. You know what I'm saying? So
So what all instruments do you know how to play, first of all?
drums,
Mm-hmm.
keyboard,
Yep.
and I'm gonna say organ. Same thing but different, because you got your foot pedals when you playing the organ. Bass guitar. Yeah.
So as far as just like growing up, like what artist did you look up to? Who was your influence?
We gonna go with, when you say growing up, because I'm gonna go from
Yeah.
me as a child.
Yep. Exactly.
What I heard,
Mm-hmm.
record player, grandmother's house, Slick Rick. Dun, 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 dun. You feel me?
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. And I think it was so dope. Now that I look back at that record, I was like, he understood imagination. He understood that a person listening to this has their own imagination. They have their own experience.
Mm-hmm.
And you can just imagine the whole story. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
And
Slick Rick was that guy.
The name Dre Butterz, where did that come from? Where does it come from?
I was about 18, 19, somewhere up in there. I was doing beats for this guy named Gotti. I think it was Juan Gotti, something like that, on the east side of Detroit. One of the guys that was popping. You know what I'm saying? D-boy,
Mhm.
he was going crazy. He was like, man, I'm gonna call you Dre Butters because your beats are butter. And it stuck. You know what I'm saying? And they were calling me Dre Butters. I never named myself that. So I just accepted it. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of dope. It's different. So yeah, I went with it.
And
Shout out to Juan Gotti.
shout out to Juan Gotti. The one of the things that I was researching also when I was researching you was you're like the Dr. Dre of Detroit.
Dang, they gonna go crazy. That's
What do you
crazy.
think about that statement?
Um, I'm honored as I look up to Dr. Dre. I met Dr. Dre before, so
Mm-hmm.
it was like Dre, this is Dre. So it's like it's a dope.
How did you? So, also you went to, you were playing in church, right?
Mhm.
That's how you started.
Mhm.
Maybe like the first gig getting paid.
Mm-hmm.
Was it? How old were you at the time?
I think it was like 15
Mm-hmm.
somewhere when it was starting to get paid. 'Cause I was playing for free
Yeah.
for a certain amount of time at my mom's church, and then I think it was like $100 or something like that, and then it was like, oh, I get paid. That's great, okay. And then it just it went on from there to 300 to 500 to $1,000 a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Was your love for music, aside from like taking away like the fact that your family was very involved in like a big influence, in you, was it instant? Your love for music,
Yeah, absolutely.
like all types of music, or was there a specific genre that you kind of like lean towards?
It was all type of music. It was all type of music. I had a relationship with music that I didn't even understand when I was a child, but to the point to where it, like how we take air for granted, like the thing that gives us life,
Right.
like I ain't gonna say we take for granted, but sometimes we overlook because it's abundance of it, but it gives us life, right? So like I did music and loved music, but it was so easy. It was like life to me. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, you don't do this? Like as a kid, you're thinking like,
Right.
you don't do me. It's just and I'm understanding now that this is my experience. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And it was like it was so relatable to me. It was so close to me that I just thought that everybody did this and had this relationship with music, you know.
The so you were good enough to get paid at 15, right? So before then, like what did your day-to-day look like? Like, after school you just kind of just zoned out on your own, like just playing, practicing, like what did your day-to-day look like?
The day was in high school. I was in band, Kettering High School, Detroit, Michigan. Shout out to Kettering, East Side. I was in band, and shout out to Mr. Hill. He was my band teacher, and he allowed us to be in the band. I skipped band. He passed now, so rest in peace. But I was able to be in the band room, and I was playing drums, snare drum. I was playing tuba. I was playing quads. So in high school, it was pretty much me loving that side of it, loving the being able to be with a team, the band, learning. You know what I'm saying? Expressing ourselves through music, and then and just growing, and then actually being able to teach other people too. When I was in high school.
So, your relationship, you didn't really have a relationship with your father.
No, I do.
Growing up. Well, back then. My fault. My
Yeah.
fault. Back then, you didn't have a. Do you feel like your connection or relationship with music had something to do with the fact that maybe you were looking for something to like kind of latch onto?
Well, Actually, my father was the guy who showed me my first chords on the piano.
Yeah.
So he had a lot to do with me being intrigued to play the piano. You know what I'm saying?
But and correct me if I'm wrong, but
No.
was he involved much in your life growing up?
He was, but you guys know how to get it. I'll fuck with you, man. Look, so me explaining this is like, okay, he was there.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but when you have a perspective of you're being kept away from him, and you don't know what to think. But by me as a father being going through the same thing, being kept away from my son, I understand things. I understand what that is.
Right.
He was always there.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So time went by though, but it's never been a time that I called him and he wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
So understanding that the process of like, because you may be programmed like, how are we gonna keep him away from that? And then moms don't mean they're trying to help too.
Yeah.
They want the best for you. So they're like, oh, I don't want you to be. So he was there. So it wasn't because of him that we didn't have the time.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
And this is what I understand now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
now, how did that affect like your relationship with your mother?
I mean, it didn't as much as like, because when you're a child, you don't know what's going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I did know that at a certain point, it was like, yeah, I need to have my own relationship with him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So me being interested in having a relationship with him was great because I understood, I can understand my mom because I'm with her. So I understand her to the points where I know she's trying to protect me.
Yep.
Because she's trying to protect herself. She's trying to protect me. You know what I'm saying? So, because a lot of times people don't understand when they get into relationships, they don't understand that your relationship with that person comes from, hey, your mom and your dad, right? My relation, like if they don't understand that when you get with somebody, you're marrying or being in a relationship with their past trauma too. So, like, it's like, if I understand that, I'm saying now, now I understand.
Yep.
Nobody understood what was really going on. Nobody had any emotional intelligence. Nobody had any psychological information. It was just, you mad at me and I mad at you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because on the real, it was an abusive situation between my father and my mother. And that's why she was
right.
You know what I'm saying? It was an abusive situation. I love my father right now, but that's just the real. You know what I'm saying? At that time.
Right. And at like what point, how old were you when it kind of clicked like, okay, like I want to seek out my own relationship with my father?
It probably was in like close to 15, 16, 17. Like, yeah, those years.
Kind of when you kind of stepping into like adulthood.
Yeah.
Like, okay, let me see what's going on. And did you feel, because I grew up also without a father, you know, so that's why I'm asking these questions about, you know, and well, not that you grew up without a father, you know what I'm saying? But
I get you.
Looking back now, right? And I'm kind of skipping a couple, but looking back now, do you feel like that now as an adult, right? Do you feel like the fact that, like, you know, maybe he wasn't there every single day like affected or affected who you became and how you are now?
Yeah, I do. But I also understand that your life and my life, your life, my life, everybody's life, we're handed a set of challenges that we have to overcome. So if this is my challenge and I'm facing this, I'm accepting my challenge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like
I'm accepting it. Let's go. I'm able to talk to him now because some people complain that some people complain. So it's perception to me. Some
Yep.
people could complain, I'm mad at my dad because he did this. Well, you're only complaining because your dad is here. Because you haven't experienced your father dead. Or you haven't experienced not seeing him at all. Some people have different situations. So like it's perspective. Like for me, that's just my perspective. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was things that I wish I could have learned from him, but this is a real thing as well. Like if somebody's not able to do that, they may want to be able to, he may have wanted to do that, or he may have not had the knowledge to do that. But coming into a understanding of reality, nobody's got it together. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But the thing of it is that the things that we went through, our situations, our struggles that we went through made us closer because now we're human. I'm a grown man. You're a grown man. I empathize.
Right.
I have empathy because I understand. And he had other issues too. He had other things. He had other children. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, you definitely like look at life like, I feel like you look at life like the cup half full versus like half empty. I guess, you know.
Yeah, no, facts.
Because I have friends and stuff, similar situations, and you know, they're always kind of like complaining, not necessarily complaining, but just like, oh, why did this have to happen to me, or why did you not have to be in my life? And I'm the same way. I'm like, well, we were dealt with what we were dealt with. We just gotta keep fucking doing this and move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I read, I watched something that you said at 30 years old, like something clicked in you mentally, where you felt more of like, once again, correct me if I'm wrong, more of like an adult, like mentally. What clicked?
What exactly did you hear?
I don't have the quote, but
Okay.
it was like that at 30 years old, like something clicked for you, where you kind of like locked in on business, on life, like your own, like on your own self.
I don't know exactly what you heard, but 30 for me, it definitely was a learning experience because you go through relationships with friends, family, and all of those things. But I did have more of an awareness of self at that time, to where, you know, and we'll say the father thing, we'll say just being out in the world, we'll say sometimes we go through those situations and we have a sense of unworthiness, and then we people please. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like at 30, it's like, hey man, I did that what everybody else was asking me to do, and these motherfuckers still are bullshitting. So it's like, I'm gonna do what the fuck I'm gonna do.
Right.
I want to do. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was like just being more self-aware. Being more self-aware. And you think that's like kind of late bloomerish?
No, no, I don't think.
Well, you
It's kind of the same thing happened to me, honestly.
okay, gotcha.
30 years old, I was like, shit, like let me what you know, what the hell's going on with my life? Let me get a little bit more
facts.
mature. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it just something, it was like kind of like instantly for me. It was like, you know, I was like 29, I was bullshitting whatever, and then to turn 30, I'm like, okay, like I don't know.
Consider
It's just-
bullshitting though.
I don't know, just kind of like not really taking like health, for example, like my health.
Okay, gotcha,
right?
gotcha.
Health and business and like investments and savings and shit.
Yeah,
like that. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like I was like, okay, let me get a little bit more. You know, I'm 30 now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. No, in fact.
But it was like a 20-minute interview that you did like 2 years ago. I was watching it. Like,
That's crazy.
yeah. So now back to you know, you're playing, you're getting paid playing in church. At what point do you get into studios?
So I'm playing at a church called Faith Clinic Church of God in Christ. Shout out to Pastor Hicks. And I met a mentor. He's still my mentor today. I'm 19, I think. And he says, "Hey man, I'm playing drums and organ at this church. I'm learning from the organist because the organist is like a mentor to me as well." So he's like, "Man, you need to come to the studio and lay some tracks down." Now I've been in the studio because like I said, my family has got instrument. I got MPCs. I'm writing and I'm listening to my cousin. Now I'm talking about my cousin is playing with some of the biggest gospel artists in the world. Fred Hammond, Yolanda Adams, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to LaDon, it's my cousin. Like he taught me a lot too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but Ty Hines, he approached me at church, going to the studio, making some beats, and then from there, I was on the MPC making beats. I think like Kanye and them was getting hot then. It was like all of that stuff going on. So yeah.
So what year was this? Maybe 06 ish?
I have no
You
clue.
don't remember?
Yeah. Somewhere up in there. Yeah.
And what was like your first
Yeah. you're
06
right.
ish? Yeah. So what was your first gig? What was your first gig like outside of church? As far as like studio?
They Say, I was playing at They Say nightclub downtown Detroit. Shout out to They Say, they still popping. Dope restaurant. We had our own band. I don't even know what we were called then, but we had our own band. We was going crazy at They Say Wednesday nights, and for like the ballroom nights and dancing nights, they were teaching ballroom and stuff like that. And that was it was a dope experience to me because it was like being outside of the church and then making money outside of the church and then seeing the nightlife, because that's all leading up to, hey, I need to make my own record because we singing other people's music. We in church, we singing other people's music.
Right.
And me playing there at the nightclub is like, we're doing covers. These people paid, man. What are we doing? We need to write our own songs, you know? But yeah.
So that's how that transition kind of happened from church to kind of doing nightclubs, and then you said, okay, let's start making our own music. So can you talk us through how that transition happened?
I was producing for other artists, and one of my good friends, Big Bus, had an artist that was on, I forgot what TV show. It was like, I think it was something with, I don't know. It could have been Making the Band. Her name was Mysterious though. So I met him, and then he was like, hey, can you do some music for her? We did beats. And then from there, it was like people was telling me that I was dope. Like, man, you're a dope producer. I'm like, this is just what I do anyway.
Yeah.
So I was just giving it away.
Yeah.
Like, hey, here's a beat. Here you go. So in that time, my homie Big Bus, we started making some moves, introduced me to some people. He had it on the label at the time too. So
yeah. So how did you get like from like, I guess my question is like, so first of all, for us who don't know, like what's the difference between a beat maker and a producer? Is there a difference, or is it like the same, kind of like the same?
For me, I don't want to offend the beat makers, or I don't want to offend the producers. But because you can be a beat maker and be a producer as well. This is just my perception.
Yep.
Right. You are producing if you make beats. Like people like to categorize things like, oh, you just make beats, so and you don't do the what you call it, so you're just a beat maker. It's like, no, I got the fuck up this morning and I did my job. And the reason why you're rapping is because I did my job. I produced this beat. So, and that's just my perception. Right. So they're talking about producer, like, because a producer, writer, he's saying, hey, give me that beat. No, take this part and do this, put this here. This girl's going to sing the hook. Yeah, that's a producer as well. That's an orchestrator. That's just in my perception. You know what I'm saying? I believe people that just make beats are producers as well. And that's just me. And I get that theory. Yeah. I get it. But let's give everybody their credit. You know what I'm saying? You got up that morning and you did your job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I want to talk about producing a little bit more, but I want to really dissect how you went from, so I guess at what age did you start making beats? So you're learning instruments, right? Growing up until, 15-ish, say, or but then you're playing for your church. At what point you're like, okay, let me start making my own beats?
Yeah. I was doing beats when I was a kid as well, because I had a Casio keyboard. I was more so remaking. Ain't nothing but a gangsta party. I was remaking those beats on the keyboard. So I was already in the vibe of programming and recording and sequencing. Yeah. But my own stuff, 18, 19. It's probably before then too, because I say it was a MPC in the house. So I was making beats, and my cousin them were like really like, they gave me the energy. Like, whoa, wait, what? You did this?
Yeah.
And I was like, and that gave me they gave me courage. That gave me confidence.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking up to my cousin. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I did that. He like, man, cuz, it's crazy, cuz. This shit hot, cuz. And that gave me, like I said, a lot of confidence,
Yeah, and the so when you were making them type beats, it was kind of like you probably weren't dropping them on YouTube, or were you? Like, you ever go on YouTube and it's like, them Drake type
this is
beats
before.
Yeah.
This is CDs. We sending CDs to the record labels. Then we're buying books with how to be in the music industry books, and then at the end of in the back of the book is all of the record labels addresses.
Yeah.
No email addresses. I'm talking about address. We're sending CDs. I'm burning CDs from an MPC, sending it to the record labels,
At one point throughout your career, you said, I'm going all in on the music. Is that when you started sending out all them burnt CDs, or is that way before?
No, that was like me just, that was me dreaming then. I think I was like, we'll go to 30. I think I was like 25 going into my 30s. And I had got my own spot, and every day, all day, I'm at the computer working, and I'm like, well, can we see what year did Kendrick Lamar Pull Up Drink come out?
2012.
Yeah, so 2012, when that record came out and I was hearing that snare and them string arrangements and the Pull Up Drink, I was like, wait. This is crazy. So I'm like, I need to know how to do this from top to bottom. I need to be able to make a beat. I need to be able to write the record. I need to be able to mix the record. I need to be able to master the record. So that record was like, I want to know how to do all of this. So I went into just being 100%er. then. Like, I need to know, I'm not about to be waiting on somebody to mix my record. I need to be able to put a record together from top to bottom. And it was like a thing. Every day I was working, practicing. And I came up on a dope joint called Work That. Maybe 2014. DJ BJ. We were in the vicinities together, 2014. I was like, hey, man, we got this record. I'm Sino. I don't know if you know Sino from McGraw Ave. He's like, hey, man, we got to get this on the radio. Got Work That. It's a record called Work That. One of my first records that ever hit the radio. Went crazy. In Detroit. Went crazy. Playing it every day. I'm listening to my music on the radio. I'm like, wow, I can do this. I can do this. So it was those things because it was the same tempo as Pull Up Drink. But I curated a whole new sound around that tempo and that snare. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
So that joint was being played all through Detroit. And that's when you were like, okay, like this is something that I could.
Yeah.
Did you get, so as far as like on the business side, real quick on the business side of it, did you do everything that you needed to do to get paid fully on that?
No. That's the learning phase. It was like not understanding publishing, not understanding masters, not understanding those things like that. So that was what it was. So Detroit radio was just one thing. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really tripping, but yeah, it was definitely a learning curve for me with the business side. Yeah.
You were just hype. You were just hype. It was playing everywhere.
Yeah, no, facts. That's the start. Because, and I say that because sometimes you write your story, you're writing down your story. You don't say, you say, I want the world to hear my music. You don't say, well, I mean, so I didn't say, I want to be paid for my music. I want to get everything that's right to me. I want to know everything that's going on with my music.
Right.
I said I wanted the world to hear my music. So I can only say, okay, cool. Next phase. Let's learn this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the thing with I feel like you did it just you do it because you love it. You don't necessarily do it for the business.
No, in fact,
eventually it becomes what do they say? Entrepreneurs start a hobby and it becomes a business, right? But so going back to I was listening to this song Timbaland. He produced it. You know the one with the baby. And what's that?
Oh yeah, Aaliyah.
Yeah. I don't remember the song name, but I was watching you. I was just listening to that. I'm like, man, they don't make beats like this though. Like, they stop. Like, let's talk a little bit about the evolution of beats and music in general, especially like hip hop, rap. What like you've been through different genres of music.
Yeah.
Where do you think we're headed as far as like the music, like just in general, like our evolution goes in the hip hop and rap industry? Do you think we're gonna come back to kind of like base one, kind of like start resampling things, which we're already resampling a lot of music, but I want to hear your opinions on it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be it's a fluctuation. It goes back to different time periods because like now everybody's back in the 90s and the 2000s. So I think it's going to always go back to that time because it was so authentic. It was so creative and real at that time. That, and you can hear it in the music. It was like, you know, like if you try to go get you can go to the Cadillac store right now and get you a 2026 Cadillac. But if you go get you a 1983 Cadillac, right? You get in the accident with that 1983 Cadillac. You tearing up everything. You get in that motherfucker 26, you liable to lose your life. Because everybody's saving time and everybody's saving money. All the corporations all the artists, all the businesses, they want to save time and they want to make more money. And they want to figure out how to make more money in a little bit of time. But those people that are taking their time to make the music stick, to make the music last, to make it something with substance. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's talking about whatever you're talking about, but yeah, I think, yeah, my bad.
No, you're good.
But yeah, I think that it fluctuates. If somebody sees somebody make $1 million off of a song with 808 and a snare talking about such and such and such, whatever is the simple concept, then more people want to do that because they're making money. And that's just a natural human nature thing.
Right.
He made money off that. Let me do this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then you do have creators that go back like, I want something. But so I don't think it's necessarily like gonna like phase out to where it's just one thing. Like, cause I just believe like now it's like the golden age of music, because I see music that has never even touched the surface that charts now from TikTok, like a song that will chart, like that has never charted, that was out 20 years ago,
right?
That people are finding out about because of the internet. You know what I'm saying? So,
and like saturation, just like in any business, I feel like it just the fact I feel like when people do things because they love him, because they love doing what they're doing. For example, you have a passion for music. You're doing it out of pure, authentic, original music versus someone who's like, oh, I'm gonna go to the studio, I'm gonna just try to make a hit, just make $1 million, for example, right? Make a one-hit wonder, right? Is that what you would say like separates like those artists from like, I don't know, I guess they're both artists, but the real ones, I guess, from like the saturated one, like the ones that are saturating the market, I guess?
Yeah. I feel like anybody that gets in the studio and works is working towards something. If you're working towards $1 million, that's fine too. That's okay. Who says it's not?
Right.
Oh, you're not doing any real music. You're right, man. You don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck about it. Yeah, you want the money. It's okay to want the money. It's okay. It's okay to be a nostalgic artist that loves the music and is only doing the music because I love to do the music from my heart. That's fine too. But understanding that whoever gets in and does something and works towards something, it's a beautiful thing to work towards something that you believe in, something that you believe that you can do, no matter what the reason is.
Yep.
Yeah, because you can want the money because your mama has cancer.
Right.
I need to do it. I need to get this money. Let me go out here and do this because I got this streak of ability. Let me write this money because my mom has cancer. Yeah, you need the money.
Right.
You need the money. It's okay. That's just my perception. Everybody got their own. That's cool. I'm cool with whatever reason that you're doing what you're doing. It's fine. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because
I get you.
it may change. It may change. You may make the $1 million and be like, you know what? I want to do the music from my heart now. I want to do music. I done made $1 million. I want to do the music from my cool. That's cool too. Like, I just believe anybody that is brave enough to create something and put it out to the world for other people to judge, other people to criticize, other people to love, it's a beautiful thing to do that.
You've been in the studio with a ton of artists, a ton of them, and could you tell us what separates then the one-hit wonder versus the dudes that actually make it in the long run? For example, I want to talk about Icewear for a minute. You've been in the studio 10 plus years ago, right? And now you see where he's at versus, and I don't know if that was the beginning of his career or not. But what ingredients did he have to put in the studio to get to where he's at?
having a understanding that with yourself, unconditionally, this has to be no conditions. Just like somebody wants you to love them unconditionally.
Yep.
You have to adopt an unconditional you have to be unconditionally in your mind, like, I don't care what happens, I'm not giving up. The people that make it are the people that didn't give up. And the people that didn't look at this guy coming, oh, he done came here to 808 and he said, fuck them bitches, fuck them bitches. He made a hit record off of saying that, and he done made, and I was in the studio for 10 hours working hard as hell. Like, it's like, you gotta have a vision, and you have to be tunnel vision about what you're doing and understand that your journey is your journey. And it's okay for it to take time, because the universe that we live in, is a process universe. You plant a seed in the ground. You got to look at the realness of life, the how you're eating the shit that gives you nutrition, the fruit, the trees. This is how that works, and that translates spiritually into your life. So if it takes patience, and it takes an understanding of it doesn't matter what somebody else is doing. Like, you a pear tree could grow faster than an apple tree. But if you're an apple, be an apple.
So you would say it really doesn't take some special talent besides, I would say, consistency, right?
Yeah. I mean, in this time, yeah. Because sometimes people looking at a person's talent, but we all understand that it's not necessarily talent that gets you seen. You know what I'm saying? It is work. If you're seeing something every day, you're seeing consistent, and it's not about the time. Like I play instruments, all type of shit. Been in the studio grinding, trying to figure out this right word to get it. Yeah, no, I got this great records, right? Went through all of that, but now it's like you need to be a content creator. All right, yeah. So me, I'm this type of guy. Okay, I'm not a musician anymore. I'm a content creator.
Right.
So where we at? We on a podcast today? All right, cool. We making content. Because I get, like, if I want to be successful, this is my goal, to be successful in the music. Now, this takes it from being just successful in music. Now you can get your life story, your message out, just like we doing right now. You can get your purpose, your life purpose and message out. Hey, this is not just doing music. This is saying, hey, I've experienced things in life. I've took the time to read. And I like read the books, but apply the knowledge and apply the principles to my life, and then get results. So this is, hey, listen to this song. But hey, you know how I made this record? I was fucked up I was going through anxiety. I was going through depression. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Right? And unveiling those things, because some people in this world don't understand what's going on with themselves. I'm crazy because that's what a quick label is. Hey, you're crazy because you don't do that. It's a quick label. And then people believe, and your belief system, you take, like, if you're a kid, like you 13 and somebody said, you can't do that.
Right.
What did you make you think you can do that for? Right? So So now you're 13. You have no clue of any psychology. You're not self-aware. You don't know what the fuck is going on with your emotions. You take that belief because this is a person that you looked up to that told you couldn't do something. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And now you have that belief and you're carrying that with you in your life, but you have no clue until you become self-aware and say, wait, I'm thinking this thought ain't aiding me in where I'm trying to go. This thought, this belief.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So really quick on that. Well, I feel like that's like one of them things that like, cause I grew up like listening to words like that too. Right.
Like words like what?
You know, you ain't gonna do nothing.
Oh.
You're not gonna, you know, you ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna, you know, what? But at one point, like you said, you know, I don't know exactly when it kind of just clicked where I'm like, why am I letting them things like still affect me where I want to go? Right? Like, what would you tell a 13-year-old kid that's hearing those words right now? What message would you give them to encourage them to maybe to ignore those words?
Well, first, before you ignore them, you got to pay attention to how you talk to yourself. Self-talk. If you paying attention to what you're saying to yourself, that's what you got to do. You got to slow down. That's the first thing. Hey, what am I telling myself? I ain't gonna be in there. I can't do that because I ain't nobody. I'm just That's what you're telling yourself. You have to become self-aware of what you're telling yourself. What things are you saying to yourself? That's the first step. Understand what you're telling, and I'm saying self-talk, right? So when you hear what you're saying to yourself, and it ain't aiding you, if you're saying, "I'm too old," even the old cats, because I'm 42. I'm too old to do this. I can't do this. I should do young cats. This is a young cats game. Here you go. Listen, you're not gonna listen to what you're saying to yourself. Now you can say, hey, is that aiding me? What do I want? Do I want to be successful in this? All right. So now I have to say, no, I'm grateful for the ability to notice what I'm thinking, right? Let me be grateful for that and thank God for the ability to be self-aware. Now, let me counter that thought with let me counter it with a question. Why am I thinking, or why am I thinking this, and why am I telling this to myself? Why? Where's that coming from? Who told me? Why am I believing that?
Right.
So I would say just become more curious about you. Become more curious about the things that you're thinking, the things that you believe. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Yeah, I like that. I want to take it back to your first major hit record. Was All Over Detroit. Two questions. One, did that change your life? And if so, how? And did that, back to that self-belief that we were just talking about, did that make you believe in yourself even more? What were you telling yourself before that record, and what were you telling yourself after that record?
This was a transition of me working on me and doing self-work. So I definitely was in the middle of unworthiness. Unworthiness, man. And as these things are in the back of your mind, like, because the affirmations, I am great, I am strong, those things help. But they counteract, like, because like your brain is still like, this is not designed for success. This is designed to protect you. That's it. It's protection. So success is not a thing of a nature thing. Right. So like, you want to be successful in the world. We want to be successful in this world of glitz, glamour, money, fame, all of that shit. That shit ain't a natural thing. Like, you got to understand the nature and then that, like, that's a whole nother thing. So I would say I was just in the middle of it. But I was more so as I can do this. I can do this. I had to say to myself, looking in the mirror, I can do this. I deserve this. But I really was feeling it, because feeling is the key. Because all of the trauma and everything that you have in your life, all the past trauma, that shit is in your body. Your body is really your subconscious mind. Like, it's subconscious. Like, if you see something that looks like a threat, you automatically go back there. You know what I'm saying? To that time. So feeling like you're successful before you're successful is a key. When I did it, I said, I'm not going to go down there and produce a song unless I'm successful Dre Butterz. How would successful Dre Butterz sound? How would not the poor Dre Butterz that's trying to get somebody to listen to my mixtape and right. This energy. Energy. You have the ability to change your energy, change your mindset. You can say, hey, you can be down. Like, don't be against like having a depression. Like, because if it's there, acknowledge it. And then you can say, hey, listen, I'm not taking this depression. How about this? I'm gonna be happy today. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna accept this is how I feel. So that record was like, We Up was like, we up. We can do this. It was my birthday. I had beautiful people around me. God has just blessed me with beautiful people around me that love me and respect me. And I'm the same with them. So it was like it was so refreshing to sing about where I wanted to be in life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and as far as, you know, like you said, it was a key that opened the door. What did that door? What did it open? What doors did it open? Did that?
Man, I was on the radio, and a lot of people didn't know who I was, but the people that knew. So it's opened up a lot of doors for me to produce for other artists and get other clientele, and just pretty much express myself in a way that if it didn't happen, I would still be grinding toward that moment. But being on the radio, like you said, and yes, it boosted my confidence. And I just believe that those are things or signs from God, like, because I've had a few of them. Like, when I was ready to give up, here you go. Yeah, that work that you put in and working toward something was like, I'm saying from that time, working towards that was, I understood that working towards something would produce results. So, like, because you can understand that you're great at something. You can be a great host, but if no one knows, you're a great host,
right,
by yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I understood that working and getting my work out and then giving, because I did a lot of giving. I didn't charge a lot of people for stuff. Like, oh man, even when I was on the radio, I was like, hey, yeah, you got artists? Yeah, here you go. Here's a beat. Here's a record. Here's a beat and a hook. Here's this and this, because I was reading Think and Grow Rich, and I was understanding the extra mile, like giving the extra mile. Like, if you're going the extra mile and you're giving more value than what you're receiving in return, then that is a principle that this life will return on you if you understand, like, yeah, you can give and you'll see. If you give, then you shall receive. That's a principle, and it's a law to all men, don't matter who you are, white, black, Hispanic, judge, criminal, whoever you are. That principle applies to all men. and understanding the principles and the laws of the universe. If you do this, this is what happens. If you just understand, like, I'm going to do this and then this happens.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then outside of that, like, I had to understand to let go of the result. Let go of the, like, me holding on to the result. Like, right. Yeah, I'm going to do this. And then I want this to happen. So now I have to detached myself from just looking at getting a result. Because sometimes the result ain't what you think it's going to be. Mm-hmm. But because you want something great, the things that you gotta go through to get there is going to be great challenge too. So you got to understand that your greatest challenge is your greatest friend, because those things are moving things out the way. I applied for this job and I didn't get the job because such. Yeah, you needed to go through that. Yeah, good for you. Because that job wasn't the job for you. It moved itself out the way. So now that is out the way, right? Now you're moving toward, because some things that you face are just carving out, like, because like you know what you want, but sometimes you don't know what you don't want. Right. So you need to know what you don't want too. Right. So those experiences of what you don't want are carving out that, oh yeah, no, I don't want to deal with that. Mm-hmm. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm going, my bad. No,
you're good. No, it's I'm a firm believer that, God's timing is perfect.
Yeah.
And sometimes it happens to all of us. I believe that, like you said, them doors close or things don't happen. Mm-hmm. We're praying for them because God's preparing us for when it does happen. Because sometimes, like anybody, right? Oh, I want to make this hit record and make $1 million, right, off of this record. But maybe you haven't made it because you wouldn't know what to do with that $1 million. You're just going to spend it all on bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, no, facts.
So when the timing is right is when it'll happen.
No, facts.
So,
no, facts. What's for you won't miss you.
Exactly.
No, facts.
Now I want to take it back again to Icewear. So 2012 to 2014 was when your hit dropped, right? At the same time, you were working with Icewear. How'd you guys connect?
I think I met him at the radio station. It was 107.5, and I just had a record that I was just like, man, I would be dope if I can get him on, and then got the record to him, and then he got on it and agreed to do the video. He was grinding. We was grinding, man. It's a beautiful thing to see too, man. Like, it's a beautiful thing to see, because I've seen a lot of artists emerge from Detroit, man. It's a great thing to actually see from start. Oh, well, from my perception of knowing them, you know what I'm saying? So yeah,
knowing them from when the beginning, just seeing their growth. What's the word? Gradually every year.
Yeah, no, facts.
Does that like motivate you more and it's got to be like a dope feeling to see everybody around you. Everybody's growing. Everybody's growing.
Yeah, no, facts. Yeah, you're seeing it. You're seeing it in real time. Like when I was a kid, I'm watching all the celebrities and I'm watching these things and I'm watching them be friends and things. And then now being in the grid, in the industry, seeing like, oh, my friend is on Netflix. My friend did this. Oh, my friend did. And me being that same to other people too, it definitely inspires you. Like, yeah, for sure.
Now, I want to talk about now. Then you start working with on major records, right? How did you and I want to talk about the Chris Brown and Snoop Dogg joint really quick. Can you tell us the story behind that?
I was working with Jazzy Faye, and he was like, "Man, we need this kind of record, whatever kind of record." He said at the time, however he described it, and he was like, "For Snoop." I was like, "Bet." I called my partner Juke, Jupiter is a phenomenal producer. Got all type of number ones out right now too. Shout out to Jupe. So I did the music. Jupiter did the drums. I was like, "Ooh, this fire!" Slapped it in. I wrote the hook, and I sent it to Jazzy. He had a change. He's like, "Change it on this." All right, cool. So he had an artist, B. Smith. He passed. He had him demo the hook after me, and then I'm in the studio. We wrote Snoop's verse. Jazzy wrote Snoop's verse. Crazy. I recorded him. We going crazy. 2 days later, I think I'm back in Detroit because I was in Atlanta. 2 or 3 days later, they send me the record. He said, "Yeah, Chris Brown is." I said, "What?" Chris Brown. I play the record. Chris Brown is singing my lyrics, bro. Automatic, just okay. Yeah, I'm supposed to be doing this. Yeah, y'all can't tell me Chris Brown singing my lyrics, y'all. I was on that vibe, and tears too. Oh my god! You know what I'm saying? I was on that vibe, and it was an exciting moment because wait, this is one of the world's biggest pop stars singing my words word for word on a beat on our beat with Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the few records they ever had together in life.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, you said that was one of those moments where you're like, "Nah, I'm supposed to be doing this."
Yeah, I'm supposed to be doing that. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Thank you, God, for that sign. Yeah, I'm gonna show you. You know, keep going. Yeah. Yeah, it encouraged me to keep going.
Would you say that was maybe like one of the moments, kind of like that first record, just another moment that just another level of like, okay, this is what I'm.
Yeah, because you were like, at that time we're looking for the validation. We're looking like we know the shit dope, right? We at the crib, we in the basement, like, this shit crazy. But it's like, how are we gonna get this out? Now you have some people who sold. Now between those guys, how many records have they sold?
Right.
Now you got those guys doing your record. It's like, okay, cool. They heard that. Wait till you see this. I'm about to go. You know what I'm saying? It did encourage me to work more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So now let's talk about the behind the scenes of that record. So your friend, you said Jupe, he's got it, gets with you, you guys get with other producers. Like at what point, like, do you guys, how does that all work? Like who handles who? Like, is he the main producer that tells each person how to, or how does that work?
You working with Jazzy Faye. He's a household name. So it's all his vibe. He has us. We're guests in his studio. You know what I'm saying? And his vibe. So we all get accredited. He says our names on the record. So yeah.
Is it kind of one of them when you have like a song that has 5 producers, it's kind of like, I'm here to do my piece, and then whatever you do with it, that's 100% up to you, basically. Okay.
I mean, yeah, if it's aiding the record, if what you add is aiding the record, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? If you just adding something just to get on the credits, then you know what I'm saying? It ain't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just, let me get a hi-hat on there. It's like, nah.
And as far as for anybody also from the outside looking in, like, what's the business behind that look like? Is it more of like, no, you're my homeboy, we're gonna help each other out, like we're gonna work together, or is there like actual like transactions behind the scenes that when it comes to producing that people just don't see? Yeah,
it's definitely business behind it. It depends where you are. If you're a number one chart on the Billboard producer selling millions and millions of records, then you have leverage to say, hey, you're gonna get 5% on here or 2% on here, or you take it or take it or leave it. This is what you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then other people do business. They got a thing called pop splits now. Or you just split it all the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Down the middle. But yeah.
Pop split. Can you explain that a little bit more?
Pop splits. It's just like we doing a pop record, right? They call it pop splits. They just split everything down the middle. Don't matter who did what. You could have did 50% of the record. This person could have wrote. I could have did something. Somebody else could have did something. We're just going to split it.
Yeah.
Everybody got to even.
What's your opinion about the pop split?
It's cool. I'm with it.
Yeah.
I love to give. I love to give. I love to be. I love I love the teamship. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I just love the teamship. I love the camaraderie. I love being. Yeah, I love to see everybody win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So in now I'm gonna pick your brain about producing here a little bit before we talk about other major records. So when you start producing a song, and you know you let's say you're like, okay, I'm gonna get 3 more producers on this. I know exactly who this is for. How do you lead, I guess, that whole track?
I just know who's good at what they're good at. Just in my vortex.
Yep.
So I'll come up with an idea that's, this is crazy. I know Juke drums is crazy. I know Ruel, shout out to Ruel, stop playing. I know his drums is crazy. And I'm for getting a great record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I may have the idea of the drums, you know what I'm saying, down, but I know that Ruel can either add to this or make it what it needs to be. Yeah. So I'm more so of because like if I do a beat right now, I'm going to want to do the hook. So I may have a piano and a kick drum and a snare in there, right? Maybe a hi-hat. But when it's there, it's like it's done to me. Like it's put it in. We're about to write the hook now because we can do post-production after this. I need to be able to make this as cohesive as possible with my energy. So if I'm feeling this at this particular time, let me do this right now, and then I'll delegate. Yeah, I know Juke dope. Hey, Juke, take a listen to this. All right, bet. Yeah, I do the drums on there. Bet. Do some auxiliary. Anything you're hearing. You know what I'm saying? And then when you allow other people to have their creative space, you know, and not limit them, then you may hear like he gonna send it back a hit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
What do you do if you hear something that you don't like? Like if someone comes back with something, you're like, okay, like this is.
Yeah, just take it out.
Take it.
Yeah.
No heart. No one gets personal. Nah. Don't get personal like that.
Nah. Just take it out because it ain't like if it's not aiding, like or it can be arranged differently. Here we can do this, but if it didn't work, it just don't work. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. What do you think makes a great producer?
Being able to use everybody's idea in the room. Everybody that has an idea. And I'm not talking about just over your side. Hey man, do this. I'm talking about because when I work with an artist, I'm like, what do you like? And they're like, they're paying me to be in the room. So it's like, what do you want to do? Yeah, I want to do a song like Justin Bieber. Okay, what do you like about Justin Bieber's song?
Yeah. And
just being able to use their ideas and infuse them with my creativity or infuse them with their creativity. Because it's about being able to cater to the artist. You know what I'm saying? How do they see themselves? You know what I'm saying? So I think that makes a dope producer, being able to just be open, not, hey, these are the beats I got, this is what I'm doing. Yeah. You get on this.
Right.
Like I just believe that we should be using the artist ideas as well.
As somebody who writes, sings, engineers, mixes, everything, like, you're involved in everything, including like even teaching, like, or maybe I don't want to say teaching, but like guiding the artist and maybe like confidence and maybe or like like helping with lyrics and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Can you give us an example of one?
What you mean, like
just an example of where you really guided an artist for a whole track,
okay,
from the beat to the mixing to the singing, lyrics.
that's pretty much like what I'm doing now, more so majority of the time. If you come to me and I'm gonna have an idea for you, I'm listening to your idea as well.
Yeah.
But I'm looking to put paint where it ain't. So if you come and play 50 sad songs for me, nigga, I know you got a little happy spark in you. We about to do an up tempo record, right? You was happy yesterday. What? No, hold on. When's the last time you got paid? Yeah, I got paid. What did you do? You know what I'm saying? And then I'm just like you were interviewing me. I'm doing the same thing. Women come in here. Yeah. So what's your relationship going on?
Right.
Fuck that nigga. I don't give a fuck about these niggas. Fuck that nigga. Oh, okay, so we don't fuck these niggas.
There's the passion right there.
You know what I'm saying? You already gave me the record. Now I'm just listening to your vocabulary. If your vocabulary, you're gonna say something, and I'm gonna pull it out the air. I'm gonna say, that's it. That's the record. That's it. You're gonna say 2 words. I'm like, yep, that's it. That's the name of the record. Let's get it. Sometimes, because I reverse engineer shit. Sometimes I'll get the name of the record before we even have a fucking beat down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you rather have would you rather work with a producer that knows the software, or just knows software, nothing about music, or knows music, nothing about software?
Say the first one again.
They know software, say I don't know, fucking what's the one? Fruity Loops, right? That's
FL, yeah.
FL, yep. They know all about FL, but maybe they don't know beat and rhythm and like, you know what I'm saying? Or would you rather work with somebody that knows exactly like the beat, the rhythms, but they don't necessarily know how to work the software?
You talking about a producer?
Yeah.
If I'm working with a producer, I would.
Or even an artist. I mean, I don't know if a producer would be the right question.
Yeah, because I'm a like possibility guy. So the less that we have to work with, we got 5 sounds. I'm messing with the 5 sounds. I'm great. Let's use the 5 sounds. So if the guy he can use the program, great. Because you don't need to, like, to be creative, you don't need to know everything in the world about music. You just need to know that you want to create something dope. You know what I'm saying?
Now, talking about creating something dope, I want to talk about Tiana Taylor. How did you guys get together to get in the booth and produce, what was it, Escape Room? Can you tell us that story?
Yeah, we did a record on there called Final Destination on the Escape Room. Nominated for a Grammy.
Congrats.
Thank you. One of my good friends, his name is Mix. He's her producer, engineer. Like, she only records with this guy. And this is my friend. We've been working together for years. And this was one of my goals. I'm like, he's like, man, you got to get some more. So I was always sending him stuff like, yeah, we got to. And then there'd be times that I'm working on the stuff, then I don't send stuff. But he had a record that he's like, they're like needs to be produced. She had vocals. She had some of the vocals already on there. Like, this needs to be butterfied. Dre Butterz. So they sent me the files of what they had. I whipped it up, and she's critic. Like, she ain't just taking anything. She ain't. I done been in the studio with her, and I'm not saying no names, with great songwriters that I was honored to meet in the studio, and they played 50, 60 records, and she didn't like anything. So for me to send it back, fully like produced, did what I did to it, and her to love it was like, wow, that's crazy. But when I was telling my homeboy when we was doing it, he was like, I guarantee you she gonna love this, man. I'm telling you, man. I was calling him like, yeah, did she listen to it? He called me back like, hey, man, she loved the record, man. I said, what? And I was like, oh yeah, and it was time from the release date and everything, and I was telling him, I was like, bro, we about to get nominated for a Grammy. This was me speaking it into existence. I can call her right now. He was like, bro, you tripping, man, because he working with her all the time. You know what I'm saying? And then, but her rollout was so crazy with the album and the movies and everything. And even now, like, you know, we working on some stuff for another movie. I'm working on some stuff with him for another movie. She got a movie. It's already on the internet, so I can talk about it. It's called Get Light. It's a dance movie that she's coming out with next year. Well, that she's producing her first movie as a producer. Director.
Director,
Sorry.
yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, it was dope.
That's dope.
Still is dope.
That's dope. Yeah, that is dope. Just having those experiences in general, like, I feel like is what makes the whole journey worth it.
Yeah.
Right?
And relationships. Because that's a relationship type thing. Like, my homie know I'm for him. He putting me on stuff. Yeah, such and such got this. Let's just send some stuff for this. We got this going on. You know what I'm saying? And me the same with him. So that our relationship is dope because we don't know what's happening next. You know what I'm saying? I can send him something and it can go from it's just endless possibilities. Yeah. So I say like I'm talking about relationships because I think relationships is key to this business too. Having great relationships, good relationships with people, reciprocal relationships, dependable relationships. Can I depend on you? Good communication.
Right.
Learning communication, because it's going to be always a learning thing. Everything, like, you're going to become a more of a great communicator when you're listening. You know what I'm saying? You're listening to people, and great communicators, you will know, like, oh yeah, I need to pick up on some of those skills because it's the person that we're becoming,
Right.
to get to where we're going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I like these. Yeah. That's
Yes, sir.
That's one of my things is I want to become a better communicator. So I just sit back and listen.
Yeah. No,
I just sit back and, like you said, I take things. I'm like, okay, I like this. I'm gonna I'm gonna
implement
implement it. Yeah. The now before we move on to the next thing, I want to end this with two questions. What are the biggest mistakes young producers make? And if you could give an advice to someone that's new to the game, give them some advice.
I would say one of the mistakes that I made was looking at artists, bigger artists, and we all admire artists and people that are doing great things. But looking at an artist as if you need them and chasing placements from a place of lack. Lack will distort and sometimes minimize your creativity. Create what you want to create. Create what you love to create. Sometimes we're chasing these artists and giving them records that they already have.
Right.
Give them something that they don't have. You know what I mean? So that's my advice.
Now, let's talk a little bit about the music business. Can you simplify the dumbest way possible? Because I don't understand it. Publishing. How would you explain it?
I write a song. I produce a song. If I write and I produce the whole entire thing, I'm gonna go simple. That's 100%, right? Of the writer's publishing. I produce the song. This is another scenario. I produce the song. You write the song. 50% for me. 50% for you. Simple.
And publishing basically means whenever that song gets played, whatever money is earned, 50-50.
Yeah. On the last scenario. Yeah. As far as the writers.
Right.
But who owns the masters? Depends. You come to me, you're an artist. Right? Let's add an artist.
Yep.
Let's add an artist to our equation.
Yep.
Okay. I write it. I mean, you write it. I produce it. An artist is here. All right. The artist says, hey, guys, I have $5,000 for this record. Yeah, we take the money. That artist owns the masters. We own still our writers publishing. I still own the 50%. So, and they may negotiate something in between there for a performance. Like, yeah, I want 5% on the writers too, or the composition, or on that part. So, yeah, simplest form. You understand?
Yep.
Yeah.
Still a little confused, but so, what business advice would you give to, say, a young producer, artist, writer that's, what advice would you give them as far as on the business side of
Read. Just read. Read. Yeah. Understand the business. Find books that's explaining the music business, from masters to publishing to licensing, sync licensing, mechanical royalties. Like, you're gonna learn all these things when you read, because I may be translating things to you based off of my perception, and then you're still not understanding it until you actually read and actually take your time and slow down to actually understand. Because I just be thinking that legal shit is all did this way to confuse you anyway. So you have to pay somebody to do this shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But read. Yeah. Read, get an understanding. If you don't understand, ask questions. Ask questions, ask them same question to multiple people. Get the understanding. Even if you don't understand today, don't get frustrated. Just be like, let me ask again tomorrow. Because it is very complicated. It's complicated. You know what I'm saying? It's complicated to understand. But you understand billion-dollar businesses have these structures set in place. So that's just my perception. They doing this shit on purpose, because it ain't that hard to motherfucking, you know what I'm saying?
Speak clearly.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's got to be, this is it. So we'll check the publishing side up on this side, then the masters go over here. And then it's just a lot. But once you get it, you'll get it.
They turn a one-page document to 20 pages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, facts.
So let's measure your success. Where do you think you're at? Say a 1 to 10 being like the most successful. And I don't know if I'm going to ask this right, but where are you at as far as like your success? Like, as far as like, do you think you're at the peak of your success yet, or is there still more that we're going to see from Dre Butterz?
It's a lot more. And it depends on what level you're asking at for too. Because when I'm at home in my vibe, I'm the most successful I can be. And that's just the energy that I'm exuding, that I'm giving out for me. So because your definition of success could be different, but do I want more visibility? Yes. Do I want number ones? Yes. Do I want the credibility? Yes. Do I want Grammys? Yes. I want all of those things because I don't want to be doing this and not going forward and not becoming the best version of myself. And not to say that those things count for the best version of me personally as a person,
Right.
but the person that I'm becoming and the discipline that I'm showcasing in my own life or applying to my work, because it can be different in different areas. Like you said, we were talking about health and all those things like that. Because
Right.
you can get a motherfucking Grammy tomorrow. I can get a Grammy next year.
Yeah.
Right. But if I'm eating horrible and I'm about to die, what does that matter?
Right.
Is that success?
No.
It ain't.
Nope.
Yeah, you successful at being like
At
if I
one
got
thing, but not-
if
yeah.
I got $50 million coming in today and I'm on my deathbed, am I successful? And no, and I'm this age and I could have avoided those things by just going to take a walk, just moving, ride your bike. You know what I'm saying? Like, but now I have $50 million, but I'm like, I made 65 million. I done smoked my lungs out. Am I successful? No, not in my. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Successful to me is like, hey, I'm working towards being healthy. I may not be perfect, but I'm working towards it. I'm out here on my bike. We're going to eat good. We're not stopping at McDonald's. Okay, guys, we're not doing that because when I make this money, because I'm gonna get this money,
Right.
I'm gonna get my number one. You know what I mean? That's it. I don't care how long it takes. I don't give a fuck what anybody else says. I'm gonna accomplish that.
Yep. You will manifest.
That's it.
Manifest.
So the success thing, yes. I want more. I want more for my life. I want more for me. I'm gonna get this down. I want to drink wine instead of the hard liquor every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I stopped smoking. I smoked cigarettes. I smoked cigars. I smoked I wasn't a weed smoker, but that part of my life, me giving that up almost 3 years now, made a huge difference. But I went through something that I was like, oh no, I'm not going and I purpose in my mind, if I go through a hard time, whether it's depression or anxiety or something that's going on with me, I'm not going through that without giving up something and without accomplishing something else and not turning that energy into power. You know what I'm saying? So that was I'm proud of stop smoking. I was smoking since I was 18. I'm talking about Black and Miles, all type of bullshit. So now, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I wanna the success along with the money is cool, but with me becoming the best version of me is way more important. We want my family, my children, you know what I'm saying? Showing them a better life, but not just giving them everything and understanding you have to work how this thing is. You have to work for what you want. You know what I'm saying? So,
So I guess you kind of answered that. What my follow up question was going to be, what does success mean to you now? But you basically answered that.
Yeah, no, facts.
What scares you now?
What scares me? Man. Okay, so what scares me is that as I grow older, it's a lot of religions out here. I was raised as a Christian, You know what I'm saying? We had to get to religion bag real quick. We got the controversy, bitches. Right. So, I'm like, am I doing what God wants me to do?
Mm-hmm.
I know that certain things can come up as far as success, and then certain signs may show you, but I believe that both things can be true. You can be rewarded from the other side as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that scares me because I want to do what God wants me to do as well. But I know that this industry is dark, dirty, gritty at times, right? I'm a worker of the light. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be a light without being a light in the dark. You got to be in the dark.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Me and my friend was just talking about this now. He was talking about the melanin and how in the cosmos, all of these things grow from the dark, and this is really the light and all of this stuff. Like, but I really want to do what God wants me to do. Like source energy, because sometimes we can get in the way of wanting all of this great things and glitz and glamour and money and fame and all of these things and not fulfill our purpose. So I believe I know my purpose and I'm living in my purpose, but I fear God. I fear God, man. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, and I think we all should.
Yeah.
In some capacity, you know what I'm saying?
100%. We all should.
Yeah.
What has been your biggest lesson from this whole journey?
Biggest lesson, would be learning forgiveness to forgive yourself first, because if you don't forgive yourself from past mistakes that you made, then you're not even going to think that you're worthy for the success that you crave or that you want. Forgiveness, forgive yourself and move forward. Like, cause I stay stuck in regret for past mistakes that I made. And once I understood and I woke up to it, like, wait a minute, I gotta forgive myself. I call myself forgiving other people for things, but no, I gotta forgive me first in order to even be able to forgive other people, because I'm just holding on to things. And learning to let things go, man, just like the trees in the fall, man, like how beautiful it is for leaves to fall to the ground from trees. Yeah, I'm a poet, guys. Yeah, I'm cold. No. Learning that it is a beautiful thing, letting go of all of this stuff that we've been through, acknowledging those things, but forgiving ourselves. Forgive you. You know what I'm saying? You make mistakes. We human beings. I know y'all looking at these celebrities and all these people or highlights reels, and no, come on, man. We got to understand that we are all human beings. So forgive yourself. Love yourself. That's another one.
I saw this thing that it was someone online that said, like, when you don't make room for blessings, if you don't learn to forgive yourself, forgive others, and it's like a cup full of like rocks, right? And if you don't get rid of all that, you won't make room for like blessings.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, facts. Yeah, light on the rocks, light ice.
What do you think? Like, so let's imagine that we're in a room, right? Classroom. There's 20 kids listening to your story, and your journey. What message would you give them? Just I don't want to say advice, but what message would you give them?
I'm in the classroom, and there's 20 kids.
Yep. They're all listening to you speak about life, journey, everything. What message would you give them?
It's gonna be cliche, but believe in yourself. Once I really understood, because I was hearing it, like, because you're gonna hear shit that's gonna just go in one ear and out the other, because it's just
yeah. Yep.
Believe in yourself. Like, that's saying that whatever situation that you're in, mother, father, broke, poor, whatever it is, that when you understand that it's about you, because a lot of times we're raised in homes where it's like we're getting emotional, we're getting told emotionally how to feel. You know what I'm saying? So you believe that. You don't feel like that.
Right.
I'm crying. Stop crying.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer in my children crying. Cry. Get it out. You need to feel that. You need that energy to flow through you. So I would say, like believe in yourself. Believe yourself. If you feel sad, believe yourself. If you're angry, believe yourself. Believe and process that. Understand that is how you feel. And it's okay to feel how you feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. I would definitely go to the emotion vibe, because it's because I dealt with anger when I was younger, and then I felt guilty about it because I didn't understand. Oh, I'm young, so I'm feeling these emotions 20 times harder because my frontal lobe is not fully developed. No, you don't know these things because your parents are, you got his attitude, go, see, you don't really, and then now you're suppressing how you feel. You're taking on somebody else's projection of how you should feel. And then you don't trust yourself. Well, maybe I shouldn't feel like that. If you feel like that, you feel like that. And that's why I go to that, because you can believe in yourself in so many ways. Like, yeah, you can get that job and do that job, believe in yourself. But no, believe yourself, believe in yourself. If you feel it's a certain type of way, believe yourself. Take that into accountability and don't let people manipulate you into thinking that you don't feel what you feel. That's it.
That's real. That's real. What did music, or what did or does music give you?
Life.
What does it take from you?
What does it take from me? Okay, now I'm gonna compliment you on that. That's a good question. Time. But I'm glad to give it.
When you look at all this, what did it cost you?
Man, it just cost me to accept that this was my gift that was given to me. And so many other gifts, to accept it. Because it's like, why would you give, why do I have all these gifts? I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do that.
Right.
And I'm good at multiple things. So it was just, it's like, it cost me to do the work with accepting, and we'll go back to the undeserving shit. It cost me to do the work to feel deserving of my talent, deserving of it, because when you're in this industry, sometimes people will make it like, oh yeah, your music sounds great, man, but you need to put that song on such and such because you don't look like. you don't look like you should be singing that. So that song is too, that people will make you feel like your music is better than you. You don't deserve your own talent. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That's crazy work.
That's wild.
I've experienced it. So it cost me to do self-work and understand like, hey, no, this is, I deserve this because I deserve everything that I got. I deserve my talent. I deserve everything. And so it costs self-work, like just doing the work on you and understanding that as long as you're blaming somebody else externally, you're wasting time. You got to go in here. You got to see what's going on with you. And that's the work. That's the cost you have to pay for who you want to become. You have to go on the inside because as long as you're doing this, throwing your shit on other people, you know what I'm saying? And I had to learn this in a relationship. It was like I was getting triggered, right? Like, oh, she'll say something. I'm like, you made me feel, but not understanding that these triggers was coming up to let me know where I needed to heal.
Right.
These triggers are my friend. Your soulmate is not gonna be lovey-dovey, oh, we're in here, highlight reels. No, that person is gonna trigger you. This person is from a whole nother side of the earth. They're gonna trigger you and don't even mean to trigger you. They just saying a sentence from how they were raised. Oh, you want to guess? Why did you say that? What the fuck you mean? Right? It's like you have to do the work and understand that all of these things like that are in you is in you. Your perception is in you. When you're looking out here, everything ain't about what's happening. Sometimes, majority of times, your inner world is controlling your perception. You know what I'm saying? The inner world is really, if it's turmoil going on the inside, of course, shit that you're seeing on the outside is going to affect you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's happening. That's where we're like, this is my message, bro. This is my purpose. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is my purpose, is to get that message out there, because a lot of times that we think that other people are the problem. And we are the problem. I am the problem. Like, it don't take, because I've been doing it for a long time, so I can't say it don't take much. It is a cost to look in that mirror.
Yeah. And
And it does hurt to look in that mirror, but it should hurt. Take a look in the mirror. That's it. Yes, sir.
2 questions. Who do you wish could see you now?
I wish my grandma Bay could see me. Yeah, I love my grandma. She passed a long time ago.
Sorry to hear that, brother.
Yeah, and my grandfather. And my grandfather too. Like, I wish they can see me. I wish I can see them.
What what's next for you?
Man, we're and I say we because I believe in taking my people with me. Yeah. We're about to do some phenomenal things, man. Some very phenomenal things, just innovative music. And we're just gonna go from the heart, man. I'm going from the heart. How do I feel? I don't care what's going on out in the world no more. I used to be like, yeah, oh, he runs. No, if I want to do, I'm going to slow shit down. Y'all put out a fast record, I'm about to put out a slow record. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm in.
And I want to talk about your record before we wrap up, too. I want to talk about your newest record. Maybe you can play it for us, too. But
yeah.
Real quick, to wrap this conversation up, give us can you give me a producer Mount Rushmore? Pick 4. Who would you put on the producer Mount Rushmore?
Easy. Timberland, Pharrell, Dr. Dre, Dre Butterz. We out of here.
No room for Ye?
Listen, I love him. But listen, we just talked about self-confidence and believing in yourself. What would I be? Who would I be not to put myself on the Mount Rushmore?
Right. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We
just talked about it.
Yeah, we love him. I'm just saying where I'm at. Where I
You
love
had to
him.
sacrifice somebody.
Yeah, no, facts.
Now, just rapid fire questions here. Greatest producer ever?
Kanye West. See, I put him in there. He right there. Boy, cold. He cold.
Detroit rapper.
Best Detroit rapper?
Yep.
I swear Vezzo, man. He's going crazy.
He is going crazy. Most underrated Detroit artist.
Dre Butterz.
Someone you would love to work with.
Stevie Wonder.
Would you rather work with somebody that has talent or work ethic?
Talent. Because I got the work ethic. So we can make the records. We're making a record, right? We're just making a record?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Talent.
Do you prefer writing or producing?
Producing.
Your favorite time to be in the studio, would you rather pick 2 p.m. or 2 a.m.?
2 p.m.
Stevie Wonder or Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson.
CDs or streaming?
CDs. And I would say nuts, but I pause. You have to pause on that. But and that wasn't for you. That was for the group out, the female group out there. Now, yeah, no, I'm talking shit.
Would you rather work on the beat or the hook?
I want to work on a hook. Yeah, because I need the hook to be slapping. Mm-hmm. We need the hook to be great. So yeah, the hook.
And then if you could pick one artist, dead or alive, to work with, you get a studio session, who would you work with?
To do what now?
Have a studio session, just do a track. One artist, dead or alive.
I'm going to say Lauryn Hill. Yeah.
Now, last one Dre Butterz record to represent you, that represents you.
I'm going to say, Love It Here. It's a track called Love It Here. Check it out. It's everywhere. Apple Music, iTunes, Amazon.
Yeah. We're gonna play it. We'll play it. And now
Spotify, Freezer, defreezers. No.
Last question. Well, actually, I got two more. Last one.
You told me that like 20
I know. I know. I just keep popping up. If out of this whole podcast, what message do you wanna like give people? Like, if they take nothing out of this, what do you want them to take?
For what we talked to, or
for what we talked about. Yep. What's the one message you want them to take?
I'm gonna say keep going, man. Keep going. Keep going. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. I know. We going through a lot. We got all type of problems and issues and things that are, relationships we want to salvage and goals and dreams that we want to accomplish. Go get that shit. Keep going. That's it.
Now, your newest record.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us about how that came about? How you came up with it? How long it took you to make? Where we can find it? Tell us all about it.
What you gonna do with it? I did like 2 years ago. I was just having a great time by myself. Made the beat, threw the beat in there, wrote the first part, and I was playing it myself, and because records now are coming out like 2 years, 3 years later now. It's crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say you were sitting on it for 2 years.
Yeah, it's like it's crazy that stuff be coming out. I'm like, wow, that's what you call ahead of the time, because I could play stuff from 5 years ago and it be like I did it yesterday. It's crazy. but that's my goal, is to be ahead of the curve and have new, like just to be ahead of the curve and have some innovative, vibe and innovative twists and things. But yeah, it was that long. And then I went to a studio session with Asaka. Shout out to Asaka. That's T-Pain, new artist from Detroit. Asaka like, man, we need to get in the studio. Cool, we got in the studio. He like, man, play me something, man. I played him that record. He was like, man, I'm gonna get on this, man. I'm like, bet. So he didn't get on it that night. So he I sent it to him, and then he shot the record back to me like maybe it could have been like a month or two later, and he just shot the record and the file. So anytime somebody shoot the record, the MP3, and they shoot the vocals, they confident about that motherfucker. Like, oh yeah, hear the vocals too. Put the vocals in there so you can get it mixed. That's it. This it. And they, like, I was like, oh yeah, and I played it. I'm like, this boy going crazy. So like last month, I was like, man, I need to put something out. I was going through stuff like, I want to put this out. Mm-hmm. So I just put it out, did a little promo. So What You Gonna Do With It is out now everywhere, featuring Asaka. Go stream it. Play it for your friends. Play it for your girlfriends. Play it at the family reunion. You know what I'm saying? Play it at, what's coming up next? What's next? Play it on the first day of school, children. Yeah. Yeah.
Dre, thank you very much for your time. I had a lot of fun, honestly.
Man.
Got to pick your brain about producing, life.
Yeah.
I love your message too behind it all, and really, like you said, look in the mirror. I think that's a message that we all need to hear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we all do need to look in the mirror and speak positively about ourselves, speak positively into our life.
Absolutely.
Positivity into our life.
Yes.
So I love that message. I respect it.
Man, I appreciate you for coming to chop it, man, and listening to my scattered brain. And I love my scattered brain. But don't think, no. And this is a 75-year-old man that you're hearing when he comes, because that's like most people have a persona or a alter ego of another person. Yeah, mine is the old man. Now, when you hear me do this is a 75-year-old alter ego coming out. That's wisdom. Now he gonna say what he wants to say now, and he don't get no fucks about it.
No filter. Now we're gonna end this session. We're gonna play What You Gonna Do With It. Thank you very much, Dre Butterz, and this is another episode of Nothing Fancy.